What's up, Libra Brew? It's all about you today. Hello to everyone out there. I want to welcome you to my channel, The Libra Brew. If you have never tuned in before, I want to say hello, welcome, and thank you. If you have tuned in before, I want to say hello, welcome, and thank you to you too. Let's get some housekeeping out of the way first. You know the routine. If you like anything that you hear on this channel, please be so kind to give me a big fat thumbs up. And also, if you like it, why not subscribe to it? Well, let's see. What are we going to talk about today? What's the hot topic today? So I told myself, I said, self, you're doing a channel that's dedicated to all the beautiful Libras out there. So it just seems fitting to do a topic strictly based on Libra. Now, I do get that Libras, we know about ourselves. So you might be saying, why are you doing this? I'm a Libra and I know. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of Libras are growing into themselves. There are a lot of Libras who just may not know certain things about themselves under their zodiac. And then it may be someone tuning in who's not a Libra, but they want to learn about a Libra. They may be in a relationship with a male or female Libra. They may have a child that's a Libra, right? Also, I do want to say thank you to those of you who have reached out to me on the back end that are watching the channel, but perhaps a bit too shy to make a comment. But you will, if you have my personal number. There's been a few people who have sent me messages, actually called me and given me mad crazy encouragement regarding the channel and regarding the journey that I've decided to take here with YouTube. And I just want to send them some love and send them some praise and thank you, because I need that. And I'm appreciative of people who take the time to encourage me, because it's something you really don't have to do. You could be off being about yourself and doing your own la-di-da thing, but for you to say, hey, let me reach out to her and just let her know, man, I enjoyed that, or you're doing a good job, keep it up. Thank you. Also, my last few videos, as I mentioned before, I've been kind of under the weather. And today I'm feeling so much better, and I'm so grateful to the universe, so grateful to God, one and the same, right? For just bringing me through, because I honestly, y'all, I felt like, I know I was physically sick, but I really felt like I was kind of being spiritually attacked for what I'm doing here with you guys. I felt like there was something that did not want me to say what I had to say, and coincidentally, the area of my body that I was being attacked in, one of the areas was my throat. So those of you who understand chakras and understand your throat chakra and the importance of keeping that open, gosh, I gotta tell you, I really feel like there was some type of negative energy trying to literally close my throat chakra and trying to restrict me from just sharing the goodness that I have to share with everyone, regardless if you're a Libra or not. So I am feeling better. I think I sound a lot better than what I was in the past couple of videos. I was very nasal, and I still am a bit nasal, but nowhere near as I was the past few days. And definitely my throat is 100% better. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and he told me, hey, there's a virus going around that has nothing to do with COVID, and you just got to let it take its course. So that's where I am. I think I'm on the tail end of it. So anyway, enough about that. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to God. Thank you to the Spirit. Before I go into you, my wonderful and beautiful Libras, I know you're wondering, what's up with the Eagles? What's up with my staging today? I am so blessed, y'all. And I have to admit, I didn't really realize this, but like they say, God will give you everything that you need, and sometimes maybe what you want. Well, in my very first video, you guys know that I pointed out the cake plate that's in that video belonged to my grandmother, right? And I honestly have a lot of things that have belonged to who are now my ancestors because they have transitioned. I have items from different people through the years, through my family, and I didn't realize how much of that I actually have, but I do have a lot. And I'm thankful today because I feel like these are items that I need to use, not just have them sitting up looking pretty somewhere, but I'm using what I have. The Spirit told me, the place where you are in right now, today, you have everything you need. You just got to look around you. And so I'm trying to be obedient to that. These eagles, I pulled them out. Let me give you the backstory on the eagles real quick. One of my favorite aunts, if not the favorite aunt, my Aunt Antonia, we called her Nanan. And she was so funny. I don't want to be like so long like I always am, but I have to tell you guys this. She was so beautiful, so funny. Short lady. I don't even know if she was taller than 5'3". I really think she was shorter than that. But she was super beautiful, Creole from Louisiana, spoke fluent French, and I loved her as a little girl. I loved going to her house. I loved kicking it with my cousins there at her little small house in 3rd Ward, Texas. Shout out to the Trey. Anyway, my aunt, little did I know, my aunt gave my mother these brass bald eagles. And I really don't know why she gave them to her. I don't know. I have to ask my mom. She may have told me, but it's been so long ago, I don't remember. Well, fast forward, my mom through the years have been in this mindset of clearing stuff out, clutter. And not to say that the bald eagles were clutter. My mom is older, and so she's always in the habit of, let me clear stuff out, because the more things you have, the more stuff you have to take care of. Thus, things that are sitting up, you have to dust those things. And so my mom is like, the less dust is best. And she thought that, she had them for a while, and she felt like, I might would want them. And I'm so grateful to my mother for giving them to me. She gave me these eagles many years ago, and it's the only thing that I have from this aunt that I'm speaking of. I am using the eagles today because it's all about Libras and our balance. Well, I didn't have any scales to prop up. I really wanted some scales to be like, hey, this is our zodiac sign, is the scales. But I decided to use these eagles because I do know that my aunt worked for an attorney for many, many years and actually retired from working for this attorney. And I'm almost certain that these eagles have something to do with the attorney that she used to work for, right? And the eagles are a representation of justice. And what is Libras all about? Scales, balance, and justice, baby. So I just thought it was fitting to use the two eagles. I have two of them. I don't have just one. I got two eagles to hold up the balance. And also, I'm using the eagles. You don't know it. You can't see where I really am. But, of course, I'm recording from the privacy of my home. For the first time, I live upstairs. I'm in an upstairs apartment. And man, I gotta tell you, I have a beautiful view. One day I will do a video from my patio. I've been trying to figure out how to work it out, only because it's very hot on my patio. So if I do it in the day, I'm going to be burning up, baby. But we'll get to that later. But the view from my patio is like no other that I have seen. It may not be major to anyone else, but it's something important to me because I have a bird's eye view where I am. I can see the top of the trees. I can see birds on the branches, chilling out, singing to each other. I can hear them all the time. I can see their nest. It's just really remarkable to me that literally God, one day I thought about it. I was on my patio early in the morning just gazing at the trees and the birds, and I was like, God has elevated you. Literally. And so I'm giving light and praise to it all. I can see huge birds flying. I don't know if they're, eagles or what, but they're big. I don't know what they are. I'm not a bird expert. I do know that eagles are the bird that can fly the highest in the sky. So as Libras, this is what we're going to reach for. This is where we're going to be. We're going to be with the eagles, right? So anyway, I'm into 13 minutes. I can run my mouth, y'all. So let's get into it. We're going to learn a little bit about Libras. I'm reading from dictionary.com. I just pulled up some stuff online, characteristics of a Libra. This one resonated to me, so I'm going to read some of it to you guys, right? So for those of you who do not know, the lovely Libras are those people born between September 23rd and October 22nd. Excuse me. So shout out to all of those Libras in that range. Libra is the 7th sign of the zodiac and is one of the 3 air signs. The other 2 air signs are Gemini and Aquarius. Now, pause right here. My sons are Aquarians. My very best friend who I've grown up since childhood with, maybe, I don't know, I always say somewhere around the age of 6, 7, she's a Gemini. So we're all air signs, and I love it. Here we go. What does it mean to be a Libra? The word Libra dates back to 1350 to 1400. It comes from the Latin word Libra. I hope that I pronounced that right. I'm almost sure I did. Which means pair of scales. A pair of scales is also the symbol representing the Libra sign, and it signifies the overarching personality trait of Libras, a desire for balance in all aspects of their lives. In the sky, the Libra scale is the only object in the zodiac. All other signs are represented by a person or animal. The Libra emoji depicts the symbol of Libra, which resembles a setting sun or the letter omega over a straight line. Intelligent, fair, and idealistic. There are loads of great Libras. Some famous Libras include the likes of Simon Cowell, Bruno Mars, Eminem, Julie Andrews, John Lennon, Celia Cruz, Gwyneth Paltrow, Kim Kardashian, and LeBron James. Not bad company to keep. I'm going to leave it right there for right now. Now, I do want to point out, this is so funny because when I was reading this before I started recording, I want you to know that I am super crazy about Bruno Mars. Nobody really knows that about me. But I am super duper over the hill over Bruno Mars. And I don't mean like I got a crush on Bruno Mars, because he's quite younger than me. But I love his whole persona, his vibe, his air. And little did I know, I knew that he was a Libra before I read this. But the time when I did learn that he was a Libra and I didn't know it, it all connected. I was like, oh, he's a Libra. That's why I'm so goo goo gaga about him. Super cool, super talented. Hey, if you know Bruno and you're listening, tell him it's somebody in Houston, Texas that is crazy about him. And I'm going to tell you something else. My birth date is October 18th. Bruno Mars' birthday is October 17th, if I'm not mistaken. I'm almost sure I'm right. We're like a day apart. Excuse me. I'm crazy about Celia Cruz. If you don't know who Celia Cruz is, look her up. She is the Latin queen, hands down. Before there was Selena, it was, anyone from this generation that's Latin X music, it was Celia Cruz, baby. And my girlfriend who's the Gemini, I remember as a little girl going to her house and her mama would be listening to Celia Cruz. So shout out to the ancestor Celia Cruz. And lastly, this one I did not know. Eminem is a Libra. I did not know that. And I'm super crazy about Eminem. I know it sounds like, I'm being redundant here or extra, but I'm not. I told you guys in another video, one of my talents, I'm a poet. I'm a spoken word artist. And I am serious about that craft. Well, of course, I like rap music, but I don't like all rap music. But who's on my all-time like top 3 list? Eminem is on my list. And it's not just because when I hear him, I like what I hear. I like his process of how he formulates his words and his creative process, how he gets to the whole body of his performance. So if you don't know anything about Eminem, look him up. There's a great clip when he did an interview with 60 Minutes. It kind of breaks down his whole entire process, and it was something I could relate to. And then I was like, okay, this guy, I would love to meet Eminem one day. I truly would. I would just love to have a conversation. Not a conversation of, to be in his business, but just creatively. I hands down, Slim Shady. Anyway, Libras. So what you think about that little tidbit regarding Libras? There's so much that I can say, and it's too much for one video about Libras. I feel like that I'm gonna have to periodically do specific videos to touch on specific things about Libras, because the world of Libra is so wide and vast and beautiful. I'm loving this journey that I'm in right now. I'm loving who I am right now, despite that there may be some others out there who don't quite feel the same about me. I don't know, but it doesn't matter to me. And that is what I want to tell the Libras out there. Don't worry about the others. If anybody has seen the series Lost, it's on Hulu right now, but I watched the whole thing when it was just on regular TV however many years ago. There's this whole thing about the others. If you are a Libra, may it be male, female, young or old, my best advice to you today is don't worry about the others. Don't be concerned about others. And I don't care if those others are friends of yours, sort of kind of friends of yours, used to be friends. They may be in your family. It might be a parent. It might be a sibling. It doesn't matter. A coworker. Don't worry about the others. Right now, what you do is for you. Because it's just like that commercial that we see all the time right now with the 2 kids talking. I don't know if that's really her talking, or that's like a trick of the new age that we are in, Photoshop, digital age. I don't know, but where she says, "You shine. That's who you are. You're a star." Like, I'm probably saying it backwards, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You're a star. You shine. Y'all like my little voice? But I'm so for real. I'm being funny, but I'm so for real. You shine, Libra. Even when you don't know you're shining. You shine bright. And because you shine so bright, there's always going to be the others around you trying to suck up your light. Don't let the others suck up your light. You have to recognize who those others are. They might get you a couple of times. You understand? It might get past you. But once you realize who you are, don't let anyone suck up your light. Because if you allow them to suck up your light will start to be dim. And that's just unacceptable for us as Libras. You shine, and there's nothing that you can do about that. It's the way you was born. It's the way you was made. It's the way you was created. You are someone who likes to be cool with everybody, but everybody's not going to be cool with you, and that will bother you. But once you learn that that's them and not you, better off you will be. Again, don't focus on the others. Focus on yourself. Let your light shine, just like the church song we grew up on. Those of you who grew up in the church, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This is the Libra Brew. It's all about you. Thank you. Peace.